How to quiet the mind in turbulent times. Hello, and welcome to the Inner Map. Today, I begin a new journey with you, a journey made of calm words, deep reflections, and a sincere search for balance. Maybe you're here because something inside feels off, or maybe you're simply looking for a space to breathe more mindfully. I want you to know that in this space, you are welcome just as you are, with your thoughts, your doubts, your silence, and also your hope. This channel was born from a calling I felt deep within. A calling for more peace, more truth, and more purpose. We live in noisy times. Information is constant, demands never stop, and the world feels permanently on edge. But what about your mind? How is your inner dialogue? How do your thoughts feel when you lay down to rest? That's what we'll explore today, and in every episode, how to find that center, that compass, that inner map that exists within you, often drowned out by the outer noise. Quieting the mind doesn't mean eliminating thoughts or escaping reality. It means creating a safe space within ourselves, a space to simply be without pressure or judgment, without the need to constantly function or produce. The mind finds stillness when we learn to listen, not to the world outside, but to what moves in silence within. This kind of listening is a practice, like strengthening a muscle that's been asleep. I realized this when I stopped trying to fill every moment of silence with social media, endless shows, or shallow conversations. It was in the pause between breaths that I found a point of peace. It's not a fixed or permanent place, but it's always there, available to us when we choose to slow down. People often ask me, how can I silence my mind when I'm going through a hard time? And I understand that question deeply. When things are going well, balance is easier. But when emotions are scattered, the mind drags us into chaos. That's when presence matters the most. When the world feels like it's falling apart, it's inside of us that the foundation must be built. The first step is awareness. Watch your thoughts without judgment. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who observes. Sometimes the mind will shout. It will bring painful memories, fears about the future, insecurities. But you don't have to follow every thought like it's the ultimate truth. You can breathe, return to the now, and remind yourself, I am more than what I'm thinking. For a long time, I believed I had to control everything. My feelings, situations, people around me. That only led to anxiety. Now I understand that control is an illusion that creates suffering. When I surrender and trust, a new space opens up. A space where I can flow with life, even when I don't understand the path. And in that flow, the mind finally rests. Right now, I invite you to take a deep breath with me. A long, slow, present breath. Feel the air entering and leaving. Even in the middle of life's turbulence, there is something inside of you that remains calm. A core of peace that no external storm can erase. That peace is your birthright. You can access it at any time, even on the hardest days. Don't wait for the world to be calm to find serenity. Learn to cultivate serenity amidst the chaos. Your mind may be noisy, but you don't have to identify with the noise. You can observe, welcome it, breathe through it, and slowly something shifts. A softness arrives, clarity appears, and you begin to remember that your essence is peaceful. Meditation helped me on this path. Not a complicated or strict meditation, just sitting quietly with myself. No expectations, no rush. Just me, my breath, and full acceptance of the moment. At first, it felt difficult, but over time, I learned that silence is not an empty space. It's a place full of answers. Writing also helped me. Putting into words what I couldn't say aloud brought relief. Writing organizes the mind and frees what's been stuck. Often, I realized that what felt huge in my mind wasn't so overwhelming once written down. I also learned to filter what I consume. Information, energy, people, everything affects the mind. Today, I choose consciously what I allow into my mental space, and I invite you to do the same. Choose content that uplifts, that inspires, that helps you grow. The mind feeds on what we experience, so let's nourish it wisely. Another key to a quiet mind is the body. Sometimes the mind races because the body is tense. Walking, stretching, dancing, breathing with awareness, all of this helps release built-up energy. The body and mind are deeply connected. When one is cared for, the other benefits. I'm not here to give you formulas. Each of us walks our own path in our own rhythm. But I am here to walk beside you, to remind you that you are not alone. Even on your messiest days, there's a place inside of you where peace lives. And we'll return to that place together every time you press play on the inner map. In upcoming episodes, we'll explore how to manage anxiety, rewire thought patterns, reconnect with spirituality in a grounded way, practice self-compassion and forgiveness, and adopt simple habits that transform. We'll reflect on abundance, emotional healing, and how to build a life with more meaning, always with presence, warmth, and depth. The journey to silence the mind is also the journey to reconnect with the soul. When the mind quiets down, the heart speaks. And what it says is always more honest than fear or doubt. The heart whispers, "It's okay. You're doing well. Keep going." If this message resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe to the Inner Map. With every video, we'll deepen this path together. And if you can, share this channel with someone you love, someone who might also be searching for peace. Together, we can build a circle of light, healing, and compassion. Thank you for staying with me until the end. I hope that by now, you feel more centered, lighter, and more present. Your mind may not be completely quiet, and that's okay. But if you found even a small pause, a deeper breath, a moment of connection, that's already a sacred beginning. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, take good care of your inner space. Be still when you can. Breathe when you need to. Trust always. The inner map is already within you, and it knows the way. If this message spoke to your heart, I invite you to take the next step in this journey. Subscribe to the Inner Map and walk with me through reflections, stillness, and realignment with your inner self. Every week, you'll find a new space to breathe, think, and reconnect. Turn on notifications so you won't miss the quiet moments that can change everything. And if someone close to you is also seeking peace, clarity, or just a pause in the noise, feel free to share this video. Sometimes, all it takes is one voice to remind us that we are not alone. Your path inward begins here. Let's walk it together.